Here, Mike.
Frank, this is Joanne and Mike.
Is it recording?
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
They want to do a blog on you.
Is it recording right now or no?
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Is it recording right now?
It is, yeah.
Oh, good.
So, this is my first wine vlog. I've never done this before. Okay, there you go. Never been to PEC, never been to Prince Edward County. I live west of Toronto, so I go to Niagara all the time. I'm really happy to be here. This is exciting. And I had the most amazing Pinot Noir yesterday from Casa-Dea. That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yes.
Okay. And thankfully brought to me by Doug Beatty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I thought, you know what? I gotta see this place.
You're in a bad spot.
Okay.
It's just because I can't get everybody in the picture this way.
Well, I wasn't planning on being. Don't get me.
Turn it
Why?
Okay.
I figured you get all of you guys in.
Can you
There.
turn it sideways?
That's even better.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'm excited. You guys have been here since 2009.
2009, yes.
Okay.
We are the second oldest winery in Prince Edward County. We have 34 acres of vines here, and I have another 34 acres on Cold Creek Road. So a total of 64 acres of vines.
Wow. Okay.
Which I think makes us the largest grown in Prince Edward County.
Nice. Now, we were talking about your Pecorino.
Pecorino, yes.
Yeah.
So Pecorino, we brought that into this country about 6 years ago. We brought 2,000 vines in from Italy. My father brought that in. We gave it to customs. They quarantined it in British Columbia, 2,000 plants.
Oh, wow.
They planted it over there, make sure there are no diseases. And about 4 years ago, they gave it back to us, 1,000 plants. So we planted about 1,000 vines in our vineyard. And we've made 2 releases so far.
Okay, well, I can't wait to taste that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. So, show me a little bit about what you got going on around here.
Well, today, I guess we'll start right here. We finished doing some bottling and labeling of the 2018 Days Rosé. The special thing about this bottling line is that it's called isobaric.
Okay.
So we do Charmat method, sparkling. So in the tanks behind us, they're enclosed pressurized tanks. The two right there. Being enclosed means that when fermentation happens, the byproduct, one of the byproducts being carbon dioxide, can't escape the tank. So it remains insulated in the line. And then when we get to bottling, to maintain that sparkling component in the line, the lines and the bottling line have to be at the same pressure as the tank. So this line allows us to bottle under pressure to get the sparkling out.
Okay.
Bubbles, yeah.
So, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And when will this be released?
This is the 2018, so as soon as the 2017 is sold out, and I think
Probably
we're-
this summer.
Yeah, this summer.
This summer should be
Good,
released.
good. And Michael, do you know what that thing is on the bottom? Do you know what that's called?
What, the design or the stamp of the...
The hole.
No.
That's called a punt. With a P, Michael. A punt. Yeah,
There's a
lot
couple of
debate.
reasons why.
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's
debate.
a lot of debate. My personal reason, and I don't know if this is the reason why. Maybe you know, is because if it was flat, it would be off balance. It's just so that it stands up. That's one reason. Another reason I've heard is that the sediment stays on the ends.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the last one, I don't believe this. Some people hold the bottle like this, which I think is ridiculous.
I would drop it, especially if it has
That's what I
any
heard.
sort
I
of
heard some
sweat
people
or
do that.
condensation.
That's
Yeah.
the reason why.
Okay,
That I don't
we're
believe.
heading upstairs. We're gonna try some more wine. All right, into the gorgeous tasting room of Casa-Dea Winery in Prince Edward County, where I just had an amazing oak Chardonnay, and I just can't wait to try the Pinot Noir again. The Pinot Noir was outstanding. So yeah, cold day. Beautiful Ontario winter. Lots of snow in the vineyards. So Casa means home, and Dea is the name of mom here, and or goddess. Hence the reason they have statues of goddesses. All right. Okay.
I love this Pinot Noir.
Yeah. So is this is the one that I had yesterday, right?
This is the one you had
Oh
yesterday.
my God. You know, I'm very
and light.
picky about my Pinot Noir, and this one rocked my socks.
Yeah.
Have a smell.
I love the bouquet on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I said have a smell, and what does he do? He drinks it. That's just mean. Did you leave me any?
It's easy drinking, not very heavy, you know, nice and light.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a lighter.
It's a
Yeah.
light wine. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. What kind of oak?
French oak. All of our barrels are French oak.
Are they?
Yeah. Lightly oaked. I think we age it in French oak barrels for 9 months.
Yeah.
Lightly oaked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's not overdone. Sometimes there can be too much oak and it just takes away from the fruit.
Picture of all the,
Oh yeah, those are all your medals?
Throughout the years.
Yeah. So since 2009. Lovely. Lovely. All right, I need to try the Pecorino.
The Pecorino.
So definitely an Italian-inspired winery, 100%.
And again, it's a young wine. It's not very old. The vines are young, and it needs to still mature. It takes some time, right?
Yeah, it's going to need a little age, but that's okay. So you said you are the only grower of Pecorino in Ontario?
That's correct. We are the only ones that grow this.
Yeah, that's very cool. And you're having success with the vines?
We are. Yeah.
Okay. And it's
It's a young vine. It's only 2 years. Planted 4 years ago, right?
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That's right.
so
4 years ago, actually.
nice.
Got a little bit of effervescence. to it.
It does.
As the vine ages,
It'll get better. Like vines in
wine.
France and Europe, Italy, they're 200 years old.
I was gonna say, how long's a vine
These-
last?
these-
A grape tree last?
Like 200 years.
200 years?
Well, like I was saying, vines in France and Italy, they're 200 years
And
old. These
the
are only
maturity-
20 years old.
The maturity from grapes, when they start producing good grapes, is from when to when? In your opinion?
20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what kind of soil do you have here?
Limestone. We have a lot of
Okay.
limestone.
Yeah.
here. So that's the
Beautiful.
reason why we're here. If you look at my field in the summertime, you'll see a lot of rocks, similar to what they have in France and Italy.
Yeah. That's
I gotta come here rock picking for my store.
absolutely
We use
lovely.
Limestone for tropical fish.
There's lots of limestone throughout Ontario. You don't have to rob the vineyard. That's beautiful.
It's different, right? It's quite different. It's still a young wine. It needs to mature.
But it has so much potential.
It's quite different from the other whites that we have. Like it doesn't taste like anything
It's
else.
a bubbly almost.
A little bit bubbly, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of effervescence to it.
And that's okay,
Yep.
because it wasn't off-putting at all.
No, you know this, but
Yeah.
we bury our vines out there. Did you know that?
Berry.
No.
Oh wow. So, these are all viniferous. All of these vines come from Europe, right?
Yeah.
And they don't like this country. It's too cold. So we have to protect them from the winter. So what happens is after the harvest, we will pick the grapes and then we get the canes. We bend the canes down by hand and we tie it to a wire that's 6 inches off the ground. We tie it and then we cover it up with dirt. And they go
Okay.
dormant for
Protects
the winter.
them. Yeah.
And then in the spring, around April time, we'll remove all that dirt, get those canes and lift it back up.
All by hand?
All by hand.
Oh my god.
And that
How many employees do you have?
Well, in the vineyard, I have about 10. 10. At harvest time, I'll have about 30, right, to pick them all up.
and it's processes like that that increase the costs to you and then to the customer.
Yeah,
It's very labor intensive.
It is, but
absolutely.
if you want a good bottle of wine, you go to a small producer who does things by hand. Okay, so they do something very interesting here that not a lot of wineries do. It's kind of in a white port style. So explain this one to me again.
So this is a fortified wine. We had a distillery in the county called Kinsup. They distilled our red wine. We blended that spirit with our Pinot Grigio in order to come up with this Oriana product.
Okay. All right. So what would you say the sugar on this is?
It's written down. I think
Is
it's
it?
yeah. I have it right here. It's high, 148.
Oh, that's all right. Beautiful dessert wine.
148. That's my
smell.
take.
Okay, I think you'll appreciate that. Wait, yeah, save
This
me
is
some.
an after dinner drink, right? This
That's
goes with
very
your
sweet.
Yeah.
This goes
Very
with
tasty.
your
That's
dessert.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. But very
We
sweet.
have about 20 different wines, so we had to come up with one sweet one,
Yeah.
and this is the only sweet one we have.
So you don't do an ice wine.
No, we do not do ice
Yeah,
wine. Very
yeah.
few, if any, do any ice wine in Prince Edward County. Because
Okay.
for the reason I just said, we have to bury our vines.
So
That's true, yeah.
amazing first experience in Prince Edward County at Casa-Dea Winery. This place is incredible, and not one wine that I tried was disappointing. It was fantastic. Small producer, great atmosphere, friendly people. Please come out, support our Ontario wine industry. It is something that has come a long way in the 30 years that it's been going, and really, if you haven't tried it recently, give it a try again. You won't regret it.